Several of you have asked me about incorporating black into your wedding dress. So by the end of this video, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to get creative and just really elevate the look. And then when you come in to shop with me, we're going to be really focused on you and making this so special and creative and just help you to create something that's just completely unexpected, just mind blown, right? So let's set the stage as you're joining me live. I've got some zhuzh here that I've prepared. After I read your style quiz that you're going to fill out for me, I'll ask you some questions, and I already know what I'm going to ask you. I will pull some things that are not overwhelming. There's a lot that you can do, and you don't want cyberspace and all the things to elevate your stress level. You want to keep it focused and simple, and then just have fun with it. Try it on. If you're looking for a store that has an organized process, we have this down. You are not going to have to take a million days off work, and you're going to come in and feel like, wow, I got so much accomplished because we're organized and we get to know you ahead of the game. So now we've got this little elongated illusion. Now in person, we may do it in nude because that's how we typically make these. This one's done in ivory. You've got different options. It just depends on what direction you want to go, and you're not going to know until you try it on. Another question you're asking is, Sue, I tried on a black dress, I cried. It's everything and more, but I just can't pull the trigger. Well, there are a couple of tips that I'm going to give you. First of all, I recommend that you speak to the people that are your decision makers that are in your corner. And that's not going to be your opinionated person who doesn't get you. That's going to be that non-judgmental person who's going to help you make the decision on your own, but really just offer support or options. And I completely understand that feedback. I hear it for years, and we work through that. So if you find me to be that person that can help you make that decision and provide that support, I do offer virtual services. So you do not have to live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If I never meet you in person, you're going to see that I'm going to be able to make this so easy, and you're going to feel 10 steps ahead of the game just from having one consultation with me. So if you're interested in that, you're going to go to our website, avasbridalcouture.com/virtual alterations. Boom, it's all right there for you. You can pick whatever you want. If you want to do a quick phone call with me or do some DMs and ask some questions ahead of time, send them over. So I'm going to pretend that you are going into something like this, where you're just like, I want the black dress, but, well, we're going to figure out what is the dress that you're obsessed with. Is it a fit and flare, an A-line, a ball gown? What is it? And we can pack a lot of creativity and color, in this case black, by getting creative. So here's one way. I've done a lot of work in the neckline, and we'll go over a few different ways. So first we're going to do the neckline. I'm just going to talk while I work because I know how busy you are. Your life is so busy right now with work and the wedding, and you're just like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. We can change the neckline, and this is going to be a really cool example because off the shoulder is very dramatic and different. You may not have tried this on, you may not love it, but you will find out once you try it on. So we can change the neckline, the sleeve, and just do something that's just at the top. You can do your bouquet. Your bouquet is a really great place. Let your dress be classic ivory and just get really creative with your bouquet. I've got some ideas for you even on that, even though I'm not a florist. There are several things that we have done for clients. Whether it's the wrap or putting it into the flowers, there's so many things that we can do. Or that your florist can do. And if you're loving this with me just pinning it, think of how you'll feel when you're actually in the dress. It'll be super awesome. See that happen. Okay, getting the idea there? We could just have it just framing out your portrait. So that'd be really great. And then if you picture, having a nice little bouquet, different color flowers, and we'll get creative with that. The other thing is not doing anything to the dress and just the bouquet. The other thing you may not have thought about is your headpiece. And you know, if you're into the halo, try it. I love them. I have dark hair and it just stands out really well. And then incorporating the black lace into your headpiece. And if it matches your dress, that's even more just custom feeling. It just feels cohesive. And these laces from the designers, I've ordered the Etsy laces and all the things, you know, corporate fabric stores, online fabric stores, but there's just something special about these Maggie, Allure, Essence of Australia, and some of the popular designers in our price point that I love and have worked with for years. It's just a different level of quality. You're going to pay for it, but it's definitely going to be noticeable for you. This is a one-time dress that you're going to wear for this special love, and you'll wear it over and over in pictures and online every time you post a picture. So they'll be good. The other thing we can do is the back. The back I love because it's like a little hidden treasure. And if you're thinking, you know, I'm just not ready to commit to the front, got this new family, and I want to put, you know, XYZ foot forward and I'm not ready to pull the trigger. Okay, well then let's look at the back, because this could be like you go down and all your pictures are very classic and in that way, right? But then the back just goes like, ooh, wow factor, and like, ooh, there she is. That's my girl, right? So we can do that with a couple of things. A bow, and I know you're probably like, a bow? Sue, I'm not a bow person. Well, you might be, and you might not know it because it's that unexpected treasure. Be open to that wild card and let your stylist put that on you. A bow here with some trails, that is so cool because you can just put it on the bow and you can kind of see that, right? We can also do the back line. You can get really creative back here. You can do what we just did on the other example. We can also just keep this, maybe if you're like me, I appreciate the coverage in the back and the support because I'm a full-figured woman, and having all of this here is important to me to feel confident. But at the same time, I've tried on dresses with the illusion back that I felt the same in. I do find that the quality of the fabric really makes a difference. I think that's the case in most things in life, but the difference in cost really isn't that huge. It's not big enough for me to go and sacrifice, but everyone has a preference, you know, and there's no right or wrong on that. I think I've become a fabric snob working with these great designers for all these years. Oh my gosh. But I'm very supportive. I have brides that bring things in from Amazon and Etsy or homemade. I mean, it's just, it tells a story. And it's you. It's what you love. That's what you have to go with. Don't let somebody else's, consider other opinions, you know, think about it, but thank you. I'm going to do what I want to do. You seeing it? Are you seeing it come together? I am. I think this would be really neat to kind of get it and then let it just be very artistic and creative. And that's kind of what makes it interesting and special. You can do a few little things. We could do like the buttons. That's another thing we've done in past work. And that is just so cool. Doing the buttons coming down and just like these little elements of surprise and artistry. So I'm going to just say like, okay, I'm going to do a few buttons. And yes, we have black buttons here to play with. And then I love it when the lace gets kind of dramatic and bold and then it comes back down skinny. Dramatic and bold, skinny. But then you have these here tied all together. Well, my dear, I hope you've enjoyed just some different actionable, creative ideas that you can incorporate. But just keep in mind that if you're a new bride and you have begun the dress shopping process, I want to work with you. Whether I'm doing a quick consult with you from out of state or actually seeing you in person in our salon, let's go. I'll put all my contact information down low, and so now I'm going to open it up for questions. Thank you guys so much for being here on a wave. Okay, the first question we have, or the first comment is, yes, black. You are my lover. And I just think that's so neat because you're mentioning here that the applique is perfect for that neckline. It fits lovely. I agree. I wanted to pull something that just, you could see it and go, oh, I totally love that, Sue. You'll love it when you try it on. Business in the front, party in the back. Totally. I love the unexpected wow factor though, because you think about it, you're walking down that aisle and you've got just those pictures, and then you turn around and you're like, I've got something for you. BD Wedding Stories, I'm glad that you love these looks. Yes, it totally is. Tori, I'm so glad you're here. Tori was here in person. And of course, her dress is a surprise. You guys are going to be blown away when we feature her story. It's going to be really cool to see that before and after journey. Yes, we love you too, Tori. She is soul sister, you know, just the neatest thing. Meet somebody that's a total stranger and you're just like, oh, I feel like I just know them and I love them. Well, I'm glad that you love the work. Thank you for the wonderful comments. And if you have any others, go ahead and continue to drop them in the replay. So grateful to know you today. Come and shop with us, Ava's Bridal Couture, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. We will make it special, informed, so easy, and an unforgettable experience. See you on the next one.